Hello, everybody. It's me again from East Coast Recovery, Sonja from East Coast Recovery, and this week we've got the lovely Nigel. Hello, Nigel.
Hello.
So Nigel's he's just celebrated his 10th year, his first decade in recovery, and he's been working with us for about 9-10 years, haven't you, Nigel?
Yeah, about 9.5 years on and off. Well, on.
So he's done really well with us and in his recovery. So today we're going to be talking again about relationships and alcohol and drugs and how that mixes or doesn't mix, should I say. So, Nigel, the first question for you is, how did your addiction affect your relationships with family and people around you?
It just pretty much destroyed them, basically. I mean, in the beginning of my addiction, people had put up with me, but towards the end of it, I mean, my wife divorced me, my kids didn't want out to do with me, and the rest of my family, my sister, my parents, they just sort of give up with me, basically.
Okay, that's quite clear then, isn't it? There's no doubt about alcohol in your life, yeah.
No, the what booze was doing to me, they just wanted to stay away, and I can't say I blame them nowadays, looking back on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Nigel, what did social events and celebrations look like to you in early recovery? Like, give an example, Christmases with family, with friends, kids' birthdays. What did that look like? Did you attend? Did you not attend?
I think before I got into recovery, I pretty much isolated myself, so I didn't go to any. Mm-hmm. But in the beginnings of my alcoholism, I mean, I'd go out. Just one example, we're all down the pub, like, and I had far too much to drink. About 20 was around the table, and I stood up to go to the loo, and I just collapsed and destroyed the glasses went everywhere, and everyone got barred from the pub, like, so. Pretty much, I wasn't welcome, I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't want to. Towards the end, I didn't want to go anyway. It spoiled my drinking. Yeah.
The point where you needed help, where you realised you needed help. I remember when you came in, Nigel. I know that your friend had a lot to do with you coming in. What was your friend's name?
David.
Yeah. He had a lot to do with supporting you to come in, and I remember it. What was the point that you knew that you couldn't do it anymore and you needed help, Nigel?
Well, I actually rang David in blackout, and I don't remember it. I'd asked him if he could, because I knew what field he worked in. I've known him many years, and in the blackout, I'd asked him if he could get me a detox. And when he rang me back the next day, which I do remember, I mean, I was really grateful. And he said, "Can I get to Lowestoft on the Friday?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll be there." Because my life had just, I mean, I'd had periods in the past, like the look of disgust on my eldest son's face one day when I'd been badgering him for money because I'd had no money, and so I could get a bottle of cider. That was one thing that made me want to change, because I love my kids, and to see how what their attitude was towards me. But just before I rang David, I was just lying in bed, just going out to go to the off license, and suicide was more of an option than living, basically.
Yeah.
Because I'd had a semblance of recovery first, but there was lots of pieces missing, and I just felt I'd never get it back again.
So how dark it is before the dawn, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
So Nigel, how do you think your relationships has changed since being in recovery with your children, new friends that you've got, and how does it feel for you to have them relationships back in your life? How important are they to you?
They're really important. I mean, I remember coming into to ECR, and I'd been one of the managers I was doing some work with him, and he said to me, how do you think, what sort of a father do you think you've been? And I remember saying, I think it was all right. I mean, I only saw him weekends, but I think I was a good father. And then when we discussed it, and he basically said, no, you weren't, or words to that effect, probably a lot worse. But he made me realise I was an absolute crap father. And my youngest son is damaged. I mean, when I came in to treatment, he was hoping I'd drown in the North Sea. Those were his messages to me. But But nowadays, I'm there to support him. I speak to him most days on the phone. He's coming down in January to visit me. I go up there and visit him. And my eldest, I've got a grandson now. My sister, she's back in my life. Both my parents are dead, but I think if they're alive, they'd be proud of me today.
They'd be very proud of you, I'm sure, Nigel. Yeah. Okay, so what about friends in recovery, in the fellowship, friends at work? How are your... Because I think the most important thing to me in my recovery is deep and meaningful friendships and relationships. And I'm sure that, you know, we can't survive without them in recovery.
Yeah, no, I have got some good friendships.
Yeah.
I've got a sponsor that I can talk to about anything. I've got some good friends in AA, and my colleagues at work like yourself and many of my male colleagues. If anything's on my mind, like just the other month something was doing me head in, I've been chewing over it for far too long.
Resentment.
Yeah. So I spoke to one of my colleagues, and he said you need to deal with that, and offered me some pointers on how to deal with it, and I dealt with it, and it's gone.
Hurrah.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Okay.
I love my life today. Yeah.
Well, we love you as well, Nigel. And there's been a huge change in you over the years, and you've been a steady member of the team. You've always turned up. You've never let us down. We all go wonky at times, but we all come out of it. So thank you very much for giving us your time today, Nigel. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.